And in a separate interview, NDC faction member of the Central Committee, Paul Sensele, has urged Mr. Lusambo to allow the court to vindicate him if indeed he is innocent from corruption allegations. Mr. Sensele says the opposition should not always be judgmental but offer checks and balances in a respectable and responsible manner.
We are one, okay? Because I've been good to the police, and the police, they have been good to me.
UPND Southern Province Formation and Publicity Secretary Neto Halwabala says Bowman Lusambo's claim that the fight against corruption by government is political holds no water. Speaking in an interview with Movie TV, Mr. Halwabala says he should not try to undermine the new Dawn government's ability to root out corruption.
So it is just in order for law enforcers to follow those who were in charge. Why should they run away from answering questions if in a certain ministry there's something that is missing? It is the former people who were there who should account for. If at all there is someone who was told to build a school and that school was not built, instead that person who was told to build a school built his own mansion, it is the responsibility of the law enforcers to ask. You were given the responsibility of building a school here, but this school was not built, instead it is your house. Can you account? Is that being malicious? The answer is no. So these people, they should not try to cry as if they are being crucified the way Jesus was crucified. No. These people are plunderers. They are criminals.
He says a self-confession by Lusambo that there are some informants leaking government information should be investigated by authorities.
But those statements coming from Bowman Lusambo are a clear indication that we have an element of criminality. This is a serious offense where you are planning to sabotage the government operation. So for us, I think Bowman Lusambo's statement should not be ignored. Bowman Lusambo's confession should now open a new chapter for the police or the investigative wings to identify who are those who are still in the system who are trying to sabotage.
And NDC faction member of Central Committee, Mr. Paul Sensele, has advised Mr. Bowman to desist from having told claims without proof and proper evidence.
My advice to Bowman Lusambo that he should revisit the advice that he was given by the chief from his village, that he toned down Bowman. Otherwise, with this arrogance, he will not go anywhere. He was in MMD, he claimed to say, I am bulldozer, or whatever names he called himself, strong-hearted and so forth.
Mr. Sensele'S says he should not be overconfident as the law will visit him soon and should not have a personal vendetta against a person that is trying to clean up their mess.
We are not refusing. Checks and balances are very constructive in politics, but the way you behave also matters. If you want to undermine the government of the day, you're wasting your time. And you're asking for trouble for yourself. And I want to emphasize that as a New Dawn Alliance, let's sit and strategize to revamp the Zambian economy. These guys stole a lot to an extent that they have really disturbed the economy.
He has since urged the Patriotic Front not to be tribalistic, but should forget all their grievances and work together with government, as His Excellency has nothing against the party. Prudence Mitelo reporting for Movie TV News.